Let's go! We got 3 points. Barcelona just defeated Alaves 3-1 at the Camp Nou. I'm happy we got the 3 points. There were a lot of positives that we could take away from this game today. First of all, I think we just saw how much we missed Rafinha in these last 2 months. He gives this team so much, right from the off ball movement to sprinting at defenders. The way he pressed today was insane. He was closing down defenders, and I think he's the engine that keeps the whole pressing going. I think he was the reason why we were pressing so well last season. And the intensity just drops when he's not on the field. I'm sorry, but this is not the same team without Rafinha printing like a demon from the back. There's just so many things Rafinha does. He presses, he closes down defenders, he runs all over the pitch, he helps the left back a lot. At times, he switches over and plays in Yamal's place. We saw Yamal going and playing as a cam at times, and Rafinha and him swapping wings a lot. There's just so much happening when Rafinha's on the field. And yeah, as a result of Rafinha being a demon on the ball, I think our overall press today looked much better than it has been against the Chelsea game. It was almost non-existent, guys. And I think we did a much better job of pressing today. We were far more intentional with our press. We were hounding them. Yes, I do think we need to improve a bit more on our 50-50 tackles. We're kind of hesitant to go into tackles. We press, but we don't tackle. If you were looking at how Chelsea played, they were not only like pressing us and closing down spaces, but they were also making tackles, like a lot of good tackles, winning the ball back quickly, immediately, and then supplying it to the offensive line. I think we need to improve that part a bit more. We are pressing better, especially this game, but we need to start putting in tackles as well. I thought we started off really shaky. Allowing a goal within 1 minute to any team is pretty crazy. Yes, you could say it was a bit unlucky, but I don't know what Casado was trying to do with that sort of clearance into his own box. That was a bad play by Casado, but it was unlucky, and we went one down pretty quickly. But what's more important is how we bounced back, and it didn't seem like Barcelona like lost any strides. They just kept moving forward, they kept attacking, and that was good to see. They didn't give up. There was no drop in our intensity of play. If anything, it increased. Sure enough, like Lamine Yamal equalized, then it was game on. Something interesting that happened today was Bernal started. I think he looked pretty good, honestly, considering the fact that he hasn't had any match time. He was making some good movements as a pivot. He was changing the play from side to side. He was dropping down deep. He was receiving the ball. He was putting in tackles too and winning the ball back. So I thought he had a good half. It's just that he's not up to speed with the match level of intensity, and I think that will come as he get reps. Joan Garcia had a great performance. He literally saved 2 goals for us. I know one was disallowed as offside, but the one goal that he saved just before halftime was insane, and that's what a quality goalkeeper can do for you. Chesney was not bad. I'm not saying he's not bad, but I don't think he can make these goal saving, saves multiple times in a match. That's something that only quality goalkeepers can do, and that's what Joan Garcia can give you. And I'm so glad he's back as well. Finally, an Olmo redemption arc. I know I've been very critical of Olmo, and deservedly so. He's been pretty lackluster this entire season. He's not been living up to the 60 million price tag that we paid for, that too in our financial troubles. He was very underwhelming, and video after video, shot after shot, I've been on his ass. I've been very critical of him, not finishing his chances, looking very nonchalant, looking very disinterested. His body language wasn't great on the field. But today we saw a different Olmo. Today Olmo was pretty involved in the attack. In the second half, he actually dropped deeper once Rafinha came into the cam position, and I thought he did pretty well. He was still attacking. He was still getting into positions, and it paid off. It paid off twice. He missed one chance, but that's okay. Pretty happy for him. I know this will be a big motivation boost for him, and hopefully he can carry on this form in the coming matches as well. With Fermin out, it's really important that Almost steps up, and there's no other time in the season where he can step up right now, and we really need him right now. Another thing to note was Gerard Martin was playing as a left center back. I think this is probably, I mean, if Gerard Martin can actually step up and play the way he played today, he played a pretty good game. I think he was ball watching a bit, and there was one chance where Deportivo actually, the striker, he was not marked by Gerard Martin, and he had a pretty easy chance to score. There were some mistakes that Gerard Martin was making, but I think He's way more suited as a left center back than a left back. I think everybody agrees on that. I think he can be molded into a very good left center back, and if he plays this way, I think it's a good thing. I think it's definitely a good thing because we don't have any other left center back at least until the January transfer window. If Flick finds some sort of balance with playing him in that position, I think it's a good thing. I think he can improve as he keeps playing and as he keeps getting reps. Because today was pretty good. Honestly, he was pretty solid. Yeah, and that ties into how we actually played in the second half. I thought in the second half, once we had Casado and Olmo in midfield and they shifted Rafinha to Cam, that was an interesting combination, by the way. But I thought we had a very controlled and we played a very patient second half. Something that's an adjective we don't really associate with Barcelona this season. Patience, dictating the pace of the game, not hurrying, not being erratic on defense and erratic on offense. I know that's the style Hansi Flick wants to play, but I thought it was very patient and measured second half. We were controlling the whole game for at least the first half an hour, between the 45th and the 75th minute. We were controlling the entire game. Alaves did not get any chance on goal. Joan Garcia was basically a spectator. He didn't have to do pretty much anything. I thought that spell was really good, and I would like to see a lot more of that in the upcoming games as well. I thought we were very measured in our play. Yes, we did not create a lot of chances going forward, but I still think that we bided our time, and finally we were rewarded with a goal at the end. Yamal had a chance to score. Olmo had another chance to score. But finally, we were rewarded with Olmo's goal in the end. That's the benefit of being patient and picking your spots. And it was not like we had to score another goal, right? We were already in the lead. Attack when necessary, defend your lead smartly, play smart. It was also great to see Pedri back in action. Arguably against the Chelsea game, if Pedri had played, we would have had a lot more. I'm not saying we would have won. We had a bad performance overall, but I think we would have had a very much more controlled midfield. We couldn't string together two or three passes in the midfield because Chelsea was closing us down. And Pedri is pretty. We all know that nobody can press against him. So I think if Pedri had played that match, we would have had a lot more control in the midfield. I'm not saying it would have made a difference in the result, but we would have seen a very different performance. And that is Pedri's importance for Barcelona. I'm so glad he's back. Overall, I think it was a great showing from Barcelona. I think we are hopefully heading in the right direction. Let me just look at the stats for you real quick. So our expected goals was 2.21 against Alaves is 1.53, which is pretty good. We both created four big chances. We had six shots on target, which is pretty good. Yeah. So another interesting thing to see here is we had four big chances the whole game, right? Out of which we scored three of them, and we did not score one of them, which is actually a good sign. You cannot score every single big chance. I know the ones like Ferran Torres missed, yes, that should 99% of the time, 100% of the time be scored. Okay. But that doesn't mean that every single big chance can be scored. And I think scoring three out of four big chances is a very good sign. And if we continue doing that, that's only going to be positive for us. Yeah, good things are happening. Our players are finally coming back, and apparently this was the first game since May that Rafinha, Lewandowski, and Yamal played together. I know last season they were a deadly combo. Hopefully they all remain healthy. Hopefully Pedri comes back fully fit. Hopefully we get Furman back as well. I don't know what's going on with Araujo. I don't even want to like think about it. But overall the squad looks somewhat healthy again. Fingers crossed again with Barcelona, but it's a good sign. It's a good sign, and we're moving in the right direction, and I'm pretty happy about it. Let's see, 3 points, top of the table, and we got Atletico Madrid up next. It's a big match. We got this, guys. It's still a long season. There's still a lot to play for. I think we got this. We are not. We have not peaked yet. We are far from our peak. We have a long way to go, and we have a lot to play for as well. So hopefully things go in the right direction. And I believe in this team. I don't know about you, but I believe in this team. I believe in Hansi Flick. I believe they'll sort things out. Just gonna take some time. Until the next one, Visca Barca.